original, but this was all outside and this was built?
Yeah, so we ended up working our way around it and just kind of set up a barrier.
Okay.
Just to keep it, insulated a little bit, protected from the elements.
Yeah.
So anything, stays outside of it. Yeah. Alright, where are you guys from?
North Carolina, right around here.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much an hour south of Raleigh
They're near
Okay.
and
Raleigh.
upstate New York.
Upstate New York.
Okay. So my name is Ivan. I'm your tour guide today. I'm just kind of give you guys the basic history of the cave, tell you guys a little about the people that lived in this area. So the first group of people that came through was a Native American tribe called the Cherokee Indians. They lived here from 1700s and any of the time before then. So they lived here all along the North Carolina border, as well as the East Mississippi border and the Appalachian Mountain Range. And so they lived in the Dry Valley area, which is the valley that we're in right now. We call it the Dry Valley because all the water around it gets sucked straight down into the cave. And so it absorbs all the water from outside and it goes straight here. So, just recently we had that massive rain. There's not and we have flash floods like that all the time. We still hear the water going down in right now. So we always have water that goes throughout the cave all the time. So they came through around 1700s, like I said. They were kind of scared of the dark. They weren't really too sure about the cave. They also thought that there were demons inside the cave. Spoiler, we don't have any demons. We do have bats, though. So they got those mixed up. So they never really went inside the cave. Fast forward close to another 100 years, another group of people came through. It was a logging company. That was in the 1800s. Any time throughout that period, they cut down most of our larger trees inside the Great Smoky Mountains. And so they did all that work. They came by on a rainy day, kind of like today. They followed that water that went through Dry Valley and led them to the spot that we're in right now. So they waited for a few hours to see if the water ended up stopping and filling up inside of this hole. I'm going to find out that it never did. And so they waited, continuously to see if it would, and it did. And so lots of water, and that was kind of what they did. They never really fooled with the cave that much, just because they were too busy chopping down all of our trees. What you guys were all from?
Louisiana.
Louisiana, good guys. And so that's kind of how it went for them. Close to another 100 years, two boys named Bill Fernanda and Harry Myers came around. This was in the early 1900s. They were 6 and 7 years old, their first time going inside the cave, so it was about yay high. They went down inside the cave for the first time. And they got in there with kerosene lanterns. You can imagine only gives you about a 5-foot radius of light. So they really just did most of their work, kind of feeling around and seeing how everything went. So they got down into the first room you guys will see here in a second. They got into that room and they noticed that the walls got wider, the ceiling got higher. And as they got into it, it dropped down into the cave below. So they got to the ledge, to this little spot right here, you'll see in a minute. They got to that spot and they saw a black pit from where they were standing. And so they wanted to go see the rest of the cave, so what they did was they ended up throwing rocks and torches over the edge to estimate how deep it was. They ended up finding out it's a 90-foot drop all the way down to the bottom. And so, these kids, they were adventurous. They were a different breed back then. So what they did was they just kind of, went along with it, and so they tied some rope to some of the larger formations, and they were held down in. So you guys will be using that same rope days back in the day. I'm just kidding. We use stairs instead. They're pretty nice. They give us some stairs. So we have 205 stairs total. We do end up backtracking all those stairs, so it's 410. So it should be, a decent little walk that we have. I do stop very often. I know 410 stairs sounds like a lot. It's not that bad. Most stairs have to do at one time is 87. That's going down in and coming back out, so it's one direction at a time. Just let you know about that. And so that's kind of how it goes. So they did all that. They ended up growing up here as well, and so they started the business as they got older. So they started the business in 1953. We've been family run ever since. And so they did all the hard work. So they did all the concrete, the railings, electricity, lights, all that stuff. And so they did it all. And so they're good dudes. So they started. That's kind of how they did it. So that's kind of history.
Are you part of the family?
I am. So Bill Fernanda, he is my great grandfather. My dad, he's upstairs. He might have grabbed your tickets. He might not have. He's a good one. He does most of the concrete nowadays. My grandfather, he came in a little bit ago. He's still kicking.
Nice.
I take tools.
Are there any areas that have had to be like cut out or excavated?
Yeah, so the most we've done to make this accessible is really just the entranceway. We have to blast out about the first 60 feet going in through here. And that's the most we really have to work with it. Every once in a while we do have to work with some of the terrain just a little bit to make it easier to walk around. But for the most part, we keep it in touch as best we can.
So this entrance we're going in was probably much narrower.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This has been worked probably the most out of everything. And so. Alright.
Sweet.
So I got a few rules for you guys. Rule number 1, please stand in trouble at times. Follow me everywhere I go. Stay behind me. And every once in a while, I'll tell you guys to pass me just for a second so I can kind of manage you guys. For the most part, you just stay behind me for most of the time. And then number 2, please don't take or break any of the formations inside the cave. It could be up to a $10,000 fine if you do. Don't do that. So you chunk out your wallet. All of our formations are state protected, so that's why it's so expensive. And don't sweat for everything you guys are down here. That's about it. We got trash cans. If you guys ever need to throw away any trash, just let me know. I'll tell you where the nearest trash can is. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Take some pictures and ask me questions. That's always good. It always makes me happy when you do. Yeah. All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Here we go.
This is what Batman feels like.
So this is what Batman feels like. Going into the Batcave. Yeah, man, you better be ready. You come right back up. This is cool. I can only imagine Dominic trying to walk through here. You know?
Yeah, I don't know if that works. I know that.
Yeah, I definitely should have brought my really long rod.
So yeah, this is where the two boys kind of end up. This is where they kind of planned everything out and figured out what they were going to do. But yeah. All right. So might have noticed a bit of a temperature change. It stays around 58 degrees year round down inside the cave. Pretty nice, pretty nice. So during the summertime, people come down here to cool off.
Yeah.
In the wintertime, people come here to warm up a little bit. So it's pretty nice. Water, a little bit colder, stays around 43 degrees. And it's, not bad. I like the water. You guys will have the opportunity to touch it later on our tour today. I just don't recommend jumping in. It's cold. I did that one time on one of my tours. I got in big trouble, so don't do that. And that's really it for that kind of stuff. We have animals that live inside the cave. So bats, rarely do we see them. They like to hide in the darker areas of the cave. And also we make a whole lot of noise, so rarely do we see them. The only time I've ever seen a bat was actually inside the gift shop. That's not fun either, but other than that, that's about it. So if you guys see a bat, just show everybody, it'll be cool. Salamanders, I see one of those about once a week. Recently, I've been really lucky and I found a bunch of them. So my last tour, I saw 2 of them. I got to hold one, so maybe we'll be able to see the same one again. If we're lucky. And then also we have crawdads or crawfish, just kind of depending on where you're from. So they look like little lobsters. I see about 2 or 3 of those in every tour. So those are pretty much a guarantee. All right. And then we have plants. We got some moss right here in the ceiling. We got bacteria back there on that wall. You'll see a lot of that. Lots of bacteria. And then ferns as well. And so they grow pretty close to the light sources. Normally, they wouldn't be able to grow down inside the cave, but because we have the artificial light, they're still able to photosynthesize down here. And so for about 3 months in the winter time, we close up shop, turn off the lights, they end up dying. We come back around March, fall off, we'll come back. But we weren't really sure how they're able to. We did a bit of research and we found out that we bring seeds and spores on our clothes. So it's a constant cycle of life and death.
Interesting.
Yes, yes. Yeah, this is the last flight of stairs, and then after that it'll be pretty flat for me.
Ready for 85 steps?
Again, watch how much steps.
Yeah, at least they like. Yeah, look at that job, look at that. Now, you see they plastered it up there for you? This looks awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. That fern's like, oh my gosh, that fern. Can't you see that?
Yeah. Fern's be growing. Well, they'll just have to watch it on the TV when we get back. Because I'll put us moving, we'll be at 2x.
Yeah.
And then when he's giving us info, I'll give them, I'll slow it back down to 1x speed.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, I feel like Batman. Joe, don't you feel like Batman?
Love that.
Look at that, look dope!
Okay.
Oh, it's so cool! This is awesome.
It is.
This is like way better than when we went to Belize.
It was like, yeah, let's move on.
It's cool because we got to be lazy. Yeah, let's pose down here.
It's not this cold, it's actually kind of cold now.
Here, come on in.
Alright.
Yeah, just smile. Okay, and we're done.
Alright. Well, and I think things to show you guys is pretty common inside the cave. You guys take a look right behind you there. It's that formation on the wall. So that formation, that is called a stalactite, means tight concealing. So that formation takes a long time to grow. As it gets water on the surface of it, it deposits minerals inside of it. That's how it grows. As the water gets to the tip of the formation there, it drifts. It ends up on the floor. It ends up creating another kind of formation called a stalagmite. It might touch the ceiling in there. So as that formation grows, it goes a bit. So it ends up, after thousands of years, creating another kind of formation called a column or a pillar. But right there. This formation right here is created by the same type of structure, so it takes a long time. You see these formations around it there. Those formations are still active, and the way you can tell is by those little water droplets on the tips of them. Pretty cool. If you guys take a look right here as well, there's another type of formation called flowstone. The flowstone is typically created by calcium. That creates that smooth texture. You'll see these closer to waterfalls. We have some more down here as well on the floor. But these are all pretty cool formation. Now, a few more that I'll show you guys later in line once we come across them. Okay. And then two pretty common types of rock, limestone and bedrock. So limestone is the yellowish, whitish type rock. You'll see this all along the walls. And then the bedrock is the darker type rock located in the creek bed. So if you guys take a look down here, just walk inside the creek. Bedrock has both bedrock and limestone in it. So it has a nice mixture of both. And then also, the creek comes from an above ground creek called White Oak Sinks, and that flows through the national park, and then it drops down into the cave below. You guys will be able to see that waterfall that it creates later on in our tour. That'll be our last stop. I have a question. Have any of you guys been here before? No? Not like this. Let's make it sure. I'll make a call back and see if anybody else is doing it.
This way it leaves us down here to fend for ourselves.
Right. Call in the cannibals and run away.
Looks like it's just us.
Okay.
Sweet. Follow me.
Look down there. We're like, sweet.
I have a question. Is that a 360 camera?
Yeah.
That's it. Do you have a YouTube channel or do you just do it for fun?
Yeah, I got a YouTube channel, but it's still fun.
That's so funny. Take a look right there, it's a cool shot. You guys like taking pictures.
It's definitely good unless you were Ray.
Picture.
Yeah, well, write it off as business then. Here, I'll go down just for you.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Get real close. Ooh, almost fell. Joe. Hey, you guys.
This place is kind of the reason why I like that movie so much.
Yeah,
It's before my time back then.
Right.
that was like my
You guys take a
peak
look,
childhood.
This information right here on the wall. This information is called Flowstone Falls. So Flowstone Falls is the largest formation inside the entire cave. It's 90 feet lengthwise and 40 feet widthwise. It's a very large formation. If you guys take a look at this cavity in the ceiling here, one time there was a waterfall right above your head. But Flowstone Falls was so large that it cut off its own water supply. Formation inactive formation, it's as big as you'll ever be. Like I said, it's still the largest formation inside the cave. As you guys pass, you guys are welcome to touch this formation. I'll show you how to do it really quick. That's all you gotta do.
You see that one in there?
Yeah. This would be cool to review because it's not like you actually look at everything.
Right.
Oh, so that'd be nice to actually be a. Look at all everybody's hand for it. Touch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Touch it. Ooh. Can I sneak past it? This is cool.
Look up here. That's our rocket formation. Among other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would get like the hat accessories.
I put it on
Alright.
mine.
So far you guys have seen stalagmites, stalactites, columns, and flowstone. We have not yet seen this type of formation I'm about to show you guys. If you guys take a look right here, come this way. We like to call this formation the Dolly Parton formation.
Oh my god.
That's all I got to say.
That's cool.
The Dolly Parton formation.
Oh my god.
Here's the whole thing right here. So you guys take a look right here. It might look like spring this spot right here, but it's not. I'll tell you why in a second. You guys take a look at this section right here. So this part of the creek here, it splits. So half of it goes throughout here, right underneath our feet, while the other half goes behind the rocks here. It travels all the way through it, and then it picks itself up right there, creating a quote-unquote spring. It's not really a spring, it's just a
This is really cool.
We also have the balancing boulder right here. The balancing boulder is a two-ton rock that fell about 10,000 years ago from the ceiling. So very cool looking archway. You guys take a look at this royal stand right here. That's from people's foreheads getting get constantly.
Don't hit your forehead. And then boom,
I didn't have to duck.
boom, squished.
Hear me?
What?
I didn't have to duck.
Yeah, I know. Wow, just how smooth it is.
I know.
Like from where they don't put that extra traction.
That's pretty cool.
Look up. Look at this one.
Oh, it's white.
Look at these columns.
Oh,
See, Mom, like when you go on a cruise with us, this is the stuff that we'll do. It's gonna be awesome. That was awesome. They were like, "Do you guys want to turn off all your lights and float in the cave?" And I was like, "Yeah." The other people were like, "No, thank you."
no, I was the one that. It's like a ritual one.
Please.
Look at that.
Look at this.
That.
The little-
Like a ritual one. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna do this. Look at. I'm gonna make it like a tiny world.
Look at them through there. There's a little gate there.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Not that far. This is not just going to go.
Don't land on that.
Yeah, just go in on that rock will be fine. But it goes all the way down to the creek as well. It's kind of strange. This reflection it looks kind of tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at.
Sometimes I like this one.
Oh yeah, look at all that.
Wow. That big one over there. Inside.
Begin. More stuff.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it? Right.
That's pretty over there.
No, I could just throw this on and just do it as a
For VR?
360.
Oh, absolutely.
Real
It's
quick,
gonna take a
guys,
long
I'll send you
time.
guys on down that way. We call it the drapery room. We call it the drapery room because it looks like drapes or curtains we cover up the windows with. The formations are a mix between glowstones and stalactites. Head on down that way. I'll probably come with you guys since it's kind of a small form. Yeah, head on down there and take some pictures. On the way down, if you guys take a look at the shadow on the ceiling, all you take a look at there.
Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah, that looks sick.
We ain't cut. Cut to there.
You're right. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Whoa, that's sick.
Nice.
I'm good to put my camera.
Yeah, go ahead.
I like got my hat on, so I couldn't see the top of the thing. Oh, here you go, Jill. Should I go through it?
I do not.
It's gonna look cool.
So the way you get into it is back that way. You have a break in the railing, or you can get in the creek. You follow you follow through the creek, and you end up snaking through kind of where we were in the hole. And you go all the way to here. And if you follow it from right here, you follow it for about a quarter of a mile, you'll end up in a room. And this room is absolutely massive. It's the biggest room in the entire cave. And I'll tell you a little bit more about it later, what's going on here, because it'll kind of connect the dots a little bit. But, yeah. I have a story for you guys. So, today, I know it seems like a lot of rain, but like, it's not even close to what we had back in the day. So, back in the 80s, I think it was 83, we had a flood. And, you know, it was really bad. It flooded everything on the surface as well as down here. So on the surface, we had trees, right, that had cars in them. They were, you know, just craziness, like houses completely gone, washed away. So obviously, it's going to affect everything down here. So it filled up the entire cave all the way to the very top, just all the way to the brim. So you would go inside the basement, right, you'd take 3 steps down, and then there would be water at your feet. So water everywhere. And it all got stuck with it. So it all ends up outside eventually. But it just gets really tight at the end of the cave. So if you followed it, like I was telling you, inside the draper room, it bottlenecks. It gets really, really tight. And so where it stops at, it's called Short Creek, and it's kind of a spring. And so where in Short Creek, when it's coming out, it's shooting water 20 feet in the air, like a broken fire hydrant, basically, because all of that water was stuck behind it, and it had a bunch of pressure behind it. So it really gave us a lot of trouble just because we had to clean out a lot of stuff. We had to redo all of our electricity, and it brought in a bunch of dirt, so we had to dig out most of the pathways. But yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. The only spots that we don't think it touched is up here. That's just because you're kind of loaded out right at the top right here, and didn't get any higher than that. But lots of water. So yeah, we're gonna head up here. We call it the big room. The big room is a very large room. It's about 10 times the size of the room that we're in right now. Not as big as the one that's down there, but still massive, massive. So on your way up, there is a bit of a low clearance. Watch ahead for me. And you'll find a seat on some of the benches. Normally, we would take the elevator arm up, but right now, the elevator button is stuck on the ceiling. And these are also our cathedral formations right here.
It kind of looks like the pillars or areas of the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit steep. Watch your back.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually it does. Usually it's very pretty. So right now we're missing 2 lights over there. Usually it's a little bit better than
Jeez. That's good. You can sit on that bench.
Woo! It's a lot.
Really? Sheila Davis.
That's cool.
They go out all the time. It's pretty normal. It's not like the world's gonna end.
So you gotta get up there.
Yeah, that's me. That's my job.
Yeah.
Really?
No. Not yet. It will be though. I promise you that.
Oh my gosh.
It looks bad because it is, but it's not doable.
Are you able to, can you tie off in here somehow?
I don't know. I gotta ask my dad.
Okay.
He's old now. He's probably gonna start making me do it. But what I do, I go across the vision. I'll do that in a minute for you guys. Just why not? But I'll do that whenever we're done. But yeah, so this is a big reveal. Here in a second, I'm gonna turn off the lights. So have you guys turn off your phones and cameras and all that stuff. But rule number 1 is to don't be making any loud noises like this. Help! Don't do that. That's embarrassing. Also, don't cuss on me. That doesn't any very fun. And then cry and keep that at a minimum as well. And then, like I said, no phones or anything that provides light just for a minute. I know we'll turn it back on whenever I turn the lights back on. But just for a minute.
That's fine.
Alexa, turn off the lights. Y'all like, is he serious? 3, 2, 1.
Oh god.
So this is absolute darkness, guys. I really got you guys in the deepest, darkest part of the cave with no escape. This is time to negotiate my tips. But really, truly, if you guys stare straight out in front of you, and you look in the corner of your eye, the only amount of light you'll be able to see is coming from the entranceway. That's just from the bottom of the stairs, but everywhere else, you can't really see anything. If you wave your hand in front of your face, you can't see it. All that stuff. So it's pretty cool. I would like to take a nap in here. Yeah, pretty cool. So, whenever we first started taking tours, this is about as much light as we had. Also, whenever the time the 2 boys came in here, this is about as much light as they had as well. And so, times have changed since then. We got great lights. You can see all kinds of cool formations and stuff like that down here. So, speaking of cool stuff, you guys take a look over here to this back wall. If any of you guys have any idea what that is, take a wild guess.
Or what? Bat poop.
Any ideas? I'll give you a hint. It smells kind of bad.
It's bat poop.
Yeah! That's bad guano. Another name for it is bad poop. You gotta take a hint that later on. You will notice our main practice is papers. We like to run that shit all the time. More poop right here. That's about a 6-foot pile. It's pretty big. I'll give you guys a comparison here in a minute. But I'm much older than it. And so bats are latrine mammals, which means that they poop and pee in groups. And so, they did their business hanging upside down. So, fun stuff. Also, you guys take a look at bugger heads here. We have some chimneys that reach to the surface. So at one point, water was carving its way through this way, and ended up down here inside this room. So we have thousands of these throughout the cave, and that's how oxygen gets circulated throughout the cave, as well as bats. And so this is their transportation.
So
Where?
if the have you identified those on the surface, like where they're?
No, sir. So we have so many of them that they get covered up really easily. And that
That's pretty
we
cool.
have lots of reefs. So on the mountainside, they're going to be covered up pretty easily. Like I said, like no, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I was just curious.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the light back
That's really pretty.
on. You guys can have things back out. So those two large formations back there, one of like this called the pencil. So the pencil formation is 22 feet tall. Pretty cool formation. On the one to the right of it, that is the palm tree. The palm tree is 24 feet tall. Pretty cool formation as well. I can't wrap my arms around either one of those. Also, we have the totem pole right here. Totem pole is 12 feet tall. Pretty cool formation. And also on your right here, you have one line step. You're gonna have to use your imagination real quick. We got the dinosaurs too. So we say dinosaurs mouth is up here. Try to grab this toothpick. The toothpick is 12 feet tall. It is a broomstick formation, which means it was created by a single drop of water over millions of years. So the average formation grows like this, 1 cubic inch per 100 years. Takes a long time, but yeah.
Wow.
And on to our last formation for today. You guys take a look right here on the top. So that formation is called the chandelier. The chandelier is a pallet formation, and pallet formations are formed by water seeping through the cracks of the cave. So as it did that, it ended up reaching an edge. And once it got to the edge, it ended up dripping off the side and creating those dagger-like formations below. So that formation, it's a very old formation, very rare. The reason why it's rare is because it's very large. So 80% of the formation is hanging off the side there. And then the rest of the 20% is being supported by those columns in the back. So that part of the shadow there, they created, that part of it is not touching the ceiling at all. While the rest of it is being supported by the columns. So, very fragile, very cool. Alright, so that kind of does, sums up everything. This room is 300 feet long, from end to end. You could easily fit a football field in here. And then 150 feet from the top to where we're standing. And then another 150 feet from where we're standing all the way down to the bottom. And that leads to the draper room. So the draper room, we saw that a minute ago. And like I was saying, it leads to another room called the bigger room. Wow, great name. So it's bigger than this room, believe it or not. So if you shine your light from the entranceway of it to the very end of it, you cannot see your light on the opposite wall.
Jeez.
So very large, and very cool. But it's not as wide as this room. That one isn't, but it's still very good. And then we're 400 feet underground. So don't travel. We're sitting right underneath that small mountain range you guys saw, right behind the gift shop. So that's where we are right now. That's why this room is so deep. And also, how I was able to get this large as well.
So like the top of this, the
Pretty much
above where we started, or close to it?
Yeah. So we're kind of at least at level or a little bit higher than the gift shop right now.
Okay.
Which is strange.
Right. Where we're standing? Oh, okay. Got it.
People just
Yeah.
That's fun.
Just think about it. On our way here, we traveled up a lot of stairs, probably more than we did on the way down. So, if you just think about it from that standpoint, like, we're about even, if not a little bit higher than that. And we traveled mostly upwards. Mostly. Yeah, if you guys want me to, I can go across. I mean, I didn't really ask you guys if you wanted me to do that.
Oh, cross.
Do it.
I do go apart.
Do it.
Wait, what did you say?
Do it.
Can you climb the pencil up there?
Come on, I'm in it. Heck no. I'll go next to it, I'll give it a hug. But actually, I wouldn't try that. I could probably do it. Alright, so my fastest time is 35 seconds. Not to brag.
Is that the right footwear for the job?
Crocs are amazing.
Put them in.
sport mode?
Yeah, they're in sport mode.
Sport mode. These things can move. These things can move.
At least if he dies, I got it on video.
Nice. Good job.
Oh my gosh.
Lots of poop.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
You good, Mom?
She's worried.
No, I'm fine. Wow, that's neat.
That is massive.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well done.
Do a flip. It is very lucky. I know.
Yeah. So if he fell, would we accomplices because we told him to do it?
Whoa. Careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't have us do that.
Oh,
Mom.
would you let me do it?
No. It's too cool.
Stuck over there. You
Yeah,
have to
we're
call
all
911.
we're all cycling through.
I didn't hear what he said.
Well, now you know the route, Mom. Just
Right, there you
go
go.
do it.
You watched it once.
Impressive.
Very impressive.
Very nice.
Glad you made it back.
42 seconds.
You timed me. I wasn't even trying to go fast.
Do it again.
Hot. So yeah, that's a big one.
That's pretty
Very
cool.
cool.
Big one. This is my mind.
Wow.
Well, that's it, guys.
All right.
So we're gonna head out. We're gonna backtrack for a bit of a ways, and maybe see some of these things on the way, and then waterfall.
Nice.
All right, let's go.
Was your mother watching you do that?
Nope. And she will never.
I was happy to see
She will never. She's seen one of my tours. She saw like one of my tours like the first 2 weeks I started, and so now she takes them a bad tour. Honestly, it takes a while to get good. I'm not saying I'm good. I'm just saying
You can do it.
it
You're
takes
just,
practice.
you're just saying get good.
I'm just saying it. She gives me a hard time. For me.
So cool. Oh my god. Jeez.
Do you want to touch that shit?
No, I did not. Can you get the full experience yet?
More pain.
Yeah, there you go.
Put
Use-
on your eyes and use this mascara.
Ew, but
I'm sure they used to.
They actually use it for mascara and lipstick. It's like mixed with. Why? I can't tell you.
Well,
The beauty industry is so
Yeah, I know. They just put anything on their face and say it's makeup.
right.
where'd it come from? Nature. Watch out for that snake.
Yeah, right.
Cool stuff.
I was gonna ask, so when they're down here, you put it over that.
It's not a hole. Is it?
It looks like.
No, it's a reflection. That's trippy. Look at the water. Look at water. You just killed it.
Right. What? The rope. You're right. You're right. I didn't even look at the rope. That's
Oh.
my bad. I saw the rope and I was like, wait, is that the rope? I'm half blind. I don't know.
It's okay.
I'm not.
So now where's he gonna climb? Look at all those little ones.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
I'm gonna fit it. Alright, now I'm gonna find a dog next.
Okay.
Alright guys, check this out. There's a decent sized dog, but she's kind of small.
Aw. Oh yeah. Stay out of here.
Crawfish.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
You good?
What? Yeah, kind of. No way to anyway, pass it up. We have some popcorn formations right there. They're kind of cool. I forget what those ones are called, those ripple ones. They're called something, but I always forget. Like something. Get that driver for.
I got a closet over here.
Yeah. One guy, step back, give him room.
I don't know if I'll be able to handle this many people. We're kind of rowdy.
Yeah.
Let's get moving.
Yeah, that water on the floor is so trippy. Yeah, that's what you're gonna need, huh?
Just in case I need that.
I use it a lot.
I just believe that.
I used it on my last tour.
Yeah.
It comes in handy. So say if someone's having a hard time, they can hear a little bit bigger, or they just have something going on and they can't walk.
Yeah.
And
That works.
And you got that. Because from here on, there's no more stairs, so there's no point in not. And it saved lives too, believe it or not. So, it was a few weeks ago, a dude had a heart attack down here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and so we put him in that, and we wheeled him out, and and we've used it more than once on people that have had heart attacks. So it happens a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. All right, so enough talking about the heart attacks. So head on down this way. No more stairs, like I just said. I got a few more things to show you guys before we leave today. First thing to show you guys is the beach. Second thing is the wishing well. And then the third thing, last thing is Silver Falls. Go check it out.
This is pretty cool. Yeah, Mom, you want to take some home for Nate?
No.
So he can get the experience.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or maybe the water can get in a certain spot. I'm not really sure.
This is nice and cool.
All right, guys. Y'all welcome to touch the water. If you want to, you're welcome to drink it. It's really clean. So, I've had it.
Drink it, Joe. Joe, drink it.
This is super cool.
Yeah, this is cool.
We did see it as in the like darker setting.
Yep. That's what I was thinking. It should do better than like a GoPro, because we know the GoPro's has.
Oh yeah, so
At dark stuff.
yeah.
We could never use it.
No.
But we'll see how this does. I mean, if it doesn't work, I can't do anything, that's okay.
Yeah.
But if it does, that'll be really good.
That fern isn't blocking that way.
There was a salamander here earlier today.
Here.
Don't believe me? I'm not telling you guys.
Oh, fun. Wishing well.
This is actually where they filmed the Goonies.
Really?
No. So easy.
I wouldn't, yeah.
Look, they wrote Gulp on the ceiling.
No, they did not film the Goonies here, but it is still pretty cool.
Are you looking for the word?
No. I mean, looking up.
Oh, come on. Yeah, you ought to get some Goonies props in here.
Doesn't he say like Andy? Is that what it says? like he screams down the well?
I can't remember.
I think it is.
Like, you know, just jack it up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Are we crossing?
Yeah. There was a good one too. Stay right there, guys. So, we're about to read our last song for today. Head on up there to Silver Falls. Silver Falls is the largest underground waterfall in the eastern United States. So as you guys get up in there, you're going to notice that it is a two-tier waterfall. That means that it has two drops. On the first drop, it drops a total of 190 feet. On the second drop, it drops a total of 830 feet. As you guys get up in there, we'll take some pictures of it, and we'll circle around and come back down. I mean, I did pick him up, so he's probably mad that I did that. Yeah, that's a big waterfall. It's hot right now.
Damn good.